Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are doing a what I read in a week, like winter edition, if you will. This is my uniform when I'm at home, is just my comfy. I'm wearing fully jeans, but this is my uniform for now. Using my computer because I'm trying to beat the phone addiction. It's not helping when I have my computer and I could just go on my computer and do whatever I was doing on my phone, but that's not the point of this video. Today's Sunday, December 1st. And we are in our final stretch, our final month of 2024, getting the most of our reading done. Currently, I've read 74 books this year, which is more than last year. I think my record is like 80 something, so maybe we'll beat that record. My goal this year was 75, so obviously I'm gonna hit the goal. But currently, I am rereading Happy Place by Emily Henry. I was gonna reread People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry this year because of the news of the adaptation, but I didn't want to read that one, and Happy Place was really calling my name. I am 182 pages into this. This morning I started on page 50, so I've read a good chunk of it today. I'm gonna bring this to Athens with me. I'm actually going back in a couple hours to finish off the last days of classes and then come back for a little bit and then go back for finals, but just thought I would start the video here. I also feel like this week you'll see how chaotic my reading habits are because I usually am in the middle of 3 books. I think on Fable, I'm currently reading 8 or 9 books. It's Monday now. Yesterday, I finished Happy Place. I think that was what you saw before this clip, was me just like holding back tears. I've fully read this book before. I rate this book 5 stars. If you want to know like what character that I think I relate to most in this universe, in the Emily Henry universe, it's Win. If you don't know the premise of this book, basically Harriet and Win are 2 peas in a pod. Couple goals. Ew, I hate that I said that. But they are in this core group of friends and they go to Maine every single year to one of their friends' beach houses and they spend the week there and it's like the best time of their life. It's their happy place. This summer is a little bit different because they're selling the house and also Harriet and Win have broken up, but they haven't told any of their friends, trying to keep it a secret because they want to enjoy the trip, but also trying to figure out what's next for them. It's like fake dating, but also like second chance. It's been like 6 hours since I last chatted with ya, but I'm here to pick my next read because I'm trying to get into the habit of reading before bed, and I'm really in the mood to read a physical book, so I grabbed like the 4 books that I'm kind of in the middle of kind of toying with, trying to decide what I want to read next. I have Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera. It's an urban fantasy and it's by the same author who wrote They Both Die at the End. Never read it. I've just seen it on TikTok and I'm 190 pages through it. It's not keeping my attention at all, and I think it's been months since I started this book. So then we have Arsenic and Adobo. This is the only one out of this stack that I haven't started, I don't think, but it's like a cozy mystery. The second book in my Crazy Rich Asians series called China Rich Girlfriend by Kevin Kwan. Long story short, I read the first book, didn't love it, didn't hate it, and then I watched the movie and then I was like, oh, I kind of want to read the second book. So I have the second book. I bought both of them from Goodwill for like $1 each, so I'm not too pressed if I never get to it. But then I have a non-fiction book that I'm in the middle of called 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. How to Find It, Keep It, and Let It Go. I think I might start Arsenic and Adobo, or maybe I think I might read these 2 next, just because I feel like I'm in the mood for non-fiction, but I'm also wanting like a fiction book. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Okay, I'm about to go to sleep, but I thought I would quickly update what I read. So in Arsenic and Adobo, I read up to page 55, and then in 8 Rules of Love, I read up to page 152, starting on page 125. So I am about to turn the night, but thought I would do my reading updates. So I started reading Arsenic and Adobo, and I read from page 56 to page 131, and then 8 Rules of Love, I've read 152, 179. I'm like 75% of the way through this book, Arsenic and Adobo, so I thought I'd give a little brief summary. Basically, Leela comes back to her hometown to run her aunt's failing restaurant, and her ex, like high school sweetheart, who lives there in town still, and he gives really bad reviews on restaurants in town. So he comes to her restaurant and he dies. So everyone is like blaming her, saying she committed the murder. She's trying to figure out who actually killed him and also help save her restaurant. It's like a cozy mystery series. I'm not done yet, so I haven't figured out who has committed the crime yet. But I think I'm gonna finish it today. It's 3:45, so I have a bunch of time to read. And then also I was reading 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. I'm on rule number 6. Rule number 5 is talking about how in a relationship and like in general you should have your purpose and that should be your first priority, and that really stuck out to me. So I liked that chapter. I'm on the next chapter that says Win or Lose Together. Hi guys, it is now Sunday. I said I was doing this video from Sunday to Saturday, and I didn't read anything on Friday and Saturday, but I will insert the clip of me talking about like all the pages I read throughout the week. Guys, we are doing the math now. It is Monday. I finished this video on Saturday. I didn't read Friday or Saturday, so that's why you haven't seen me in a while. Well, actually, it's been a couple seconds for you, but anyway, I thought I would do all the math, adding up all the numbers. So on Sunday of last week, I read Happy Place. I read from page 50 to 385, which is 335 pages. And then on Monday, I read 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. I read from page 125 to 152. And then I read Arsenic and Adobo, and I read page 1 to page 56. So that was 83 pages. And then on Tuesday, I read Arsenic and Adobo from page 56 to 131, and 8 Rules of Love from page 152 to 179. So that was 102 pages. And then on Wednesday, I read Arsenic and Adobo. I read 131 to 295, which is 164 pages. And then on Thursday, I read 11 pages, bringing the grand total to 695 pages read this week. So also, I thought it'd be interesting because at the beginning of the video, I noted how I was trying to kick the phone addiction. And so I wanted to look at my screen time also. I feel like that'd be interesting. Okay, so my average screen time last week was 4 hours and 35 minutes, 21% up from the week before. But honestly, that's pretty good for me considering I used to have upwards of like 7-8 hours on my phone a day. So I'll take 435. Sunday was my lowest day with 2 hours and 3 minutes. And then my highest day was 8 hours and 20 minutes on Friday, December 6th. I don't even know what I was doing. I'm trying to kick the phone addiction, so obviously we're not there yet, but it's a start.